Ladies, I am so excited that you were able to jump on and do your check-in yesterday. And I want to apologize from the depths of my soul for not being able to get on. That will be the last time I attempt to multitask. We know what happens when we do that. But here's what I wanted to talk about really briefly, and I don't want to take up too much of your time, but I wanted to talk about how it's so important that we establish a productive rhythm in our life, and that productive rhythm is our routine. That's why what we do in the mastermind is we have a weekly call every Monday, every Monday, every Monday. Now, maybe you can get on at 6 p.m., maybe you can't because it just doesn't work in your schedule. But here's the question you need to answer. When are you going to listen to that mastermind weekly motivation call? And you want to do it to the best of your ability, the exact same day, the exact same time every week. So I know people have had a lot of success doing it Monday before they go to bed, Tuesday when they get up in the morning and they're getting ready for work, Tuesday when they're working out, Tuesday when they're driving in the car. The sooner that you do it, the better. So remember, you're setting up productive routines so you can have a productive rhythm. Life and success is basically like Groundhog Day. It's you do the same things over and over and over and over and over, because success is just habits. It's daily successful habits. We're not, I don't want to say we're not special, because we are extremely special, but we're not unique in the sense that we can't make up our own rules to be successful. We can't say, oh, well, you know what? I don't need a productive rhythm in my life and I can be successful. That's just not how it works. Yes, you do. You have to have a productive rhythm in your life. You could say, you know what? I don't need to listen to the weekly mastermind calls. I don't need to do that. Yes, you do. You do. People, they think that they're immune or that they're unique and they can do things, or they won't be impacted the same way as others. It just doesn't work that way. It is an absolute law. And that's what I love about it, though, is because once you understand these absolute laws and you accept them, so you accept that they apply to you just like they apply to every other single person. I mean, it's interesting because when I work with people, when I talk with people, when I deal with people, and I hear people say, I don't need to do that, I'm not good at doing this, that's just something I don't focus on. I know that those are those self-sabotaging thoughts, actions, behaviors, and habits that is responsible for the lack of desired results a person wants to receive. I just can't tell you how many times, literally, I cannot tell you how many times I've heard people say that. So, establishing the productive rhythm. Here's some of the things I just want to address. You know, people will say, well, I don't have the time. I don't have the time to get on the calls, or I don't have time to listen to the calls. I don't have time to do the planning. I don't have time to do the plan, do review. So maybe I have time to plan, but I don't have time to do everything, or I don't have time to do the review. Let's see, what are some other things? I don't have time to do the check-ins. I don't have time to be accountable. All these different things that people say to themselves, believe, or do, and or not do, it's all part of the problem. And I want you to focus on a couple things. Number one, I want you to realize that time isn't your issue. That's not the problem. We all have the exact same amount of time, and there's people that are living their lives exactly the way you want to live them, and they're able to do it all. So that means time isn't an element. Cross that off. Time's not your issue. The issue always is the foundation, which is your mindset. So that's what we have to always be working on, your mindset. What impacts your mindset? Well, self-worth, self-confidence. Those are things that will impact your mindset, because you might be saying, I don't have time, but really what you're saying is, I am insecure about this. Somebody might say, I don't need to do that, but what they're really saying is, I'm not sure of myself. Somebody might say, I don't need to do that, and what they're really saying is, I doubt my ability to do that. So doubts, fears, self-worth, self-esteem, confidence, all of that is a part of your mindset. It impacts and affects your mindset. Time isn't your problem. You're not unique. You have to follow all these rules because they're absolute laws. And so instead of rules, let's call them laws, because that's actually what they are. Another thing people will say is, I don't have time to read. I don't need to read. I'm not a reader. Reader's not fun for me, blah, blah, blah. And they think that they can achieve the same level of success as other people that are reading. It just doesn't work. It just doesn't work. I can't emphasize this enough to you, beautiful, amazing ladies. So time's not the issue. It's your mindset, understanding what is underneath that mindset. It's how are you prioritizing? It's your planning. It's your passion. It's your purpose. But what's the common denominator with all of that? Is you. That's the common denominator. Now here's what's exciting, is when we realize all of this and we accept all of this and we understand the formula to success: clarity plus focus plus the right people plus the right actions plus accountability, doing it all with enthusiasm, we start to realize that what I'm talking to you about right now is clarity. I want to help everyone learn, understand, comprehend, accept the absolute laws of success, the absolute laws of the way the world works with regards to success and productivity and creating the life that you want to live, and eliminating the regrets, and eliminating the not just the regrets, but the anxiety, the disappointment, the fear, the doubts, all of those things that come along with not really having the clarity of understanding those absolute laws and absolute laws of success. So that's why it's so vitally important that you start to get into a productive rhythm. And what we do in the mastermind is we have created a productive rhythm. And this is what the productive rhythm is, and it's what it looks like, and it's what you want to start getting yourself into. And that is going to allow you to be able to have success while you're gaining the clarity, while you're understanding what to focus on, as you're assembling the right people in your life, so you have the team that's going to help you with the right action. I'm going to keep doing my hands because this is moving forward, and then we're going to start moving upward. We're going to get you in action. We're going to get you in momentum, and that's what the rhythm, the productive rhythm, does. That's the method to the madness. There is a reason. That will get you also with accountability. And that's why all of this matters. It's all important. And I know that we're dealing with a group of phenomenal women in the mastermind that, man, y'all are on autopilot. But what I really want to ask you is to not only put a priority on yourself, but also with the new members that we have coming in, because Jen's here. I think it's funny when people refer to themselves in third person. So I don't know why I did that, but what I would love to do is for the second half of this year is really focus on bringing in some quality members to the mastermind, like Hope and Karina and some other really just beautiful people inside and out, to add just another layer of that new blood. You know, it's been a while since I've done a push with a new blood in the mastermind because I'm so protective. I'm so protective over this mastermind. I'm protective over each and every one of you, your confidentiality, what you're dealing with in your life. But I also want to really just kind of circle the wagons and just get everybody closer together, because I believe with every fiber in my being that things are going to get more difficult and more challenging in the world in which we live before it gets better. And I just think that there's a lot of things that we can help one another with to achieve, to secure, to master, to learn, and basically to safeguard one another in our families and our relationships and our happiness. So with that, ladies, I just want to let you know I love you so much. Again, I apologize for yesterday, but I am here. So if for some reason you weren't able to get on the call, you did not have an accountability check-in, reach out to me, even if it's just a call, and let's get you on track. Most importantly, understanding the rhythm. And here's the rhythm. Every Monday, you have a motivation call. When are you listening to it? Live or what day? Every second and fourth Wednesday of the month at noon, you're getting on an accountability call. Once a month, you've got a mastermind deep dive. And then all during that time, you're stacking success habits around when you listen to that weekly call, when you are getting on the the second and fourth accountability Zoom, and when you're coming to the deep dive. So you're stacking. So you literally have 4 to 5 calls you listen to once a week. You've got 2 mastermind accountabilities. We try to keep it around 30 minutes. I'm not sure what it was yesterday. And then 1 deep dive, either live and or Zoom. So when you look at it, even if you can't do everything in 1 month, you definitely want that weekly check-in. You definitely want at least 1 accountability on that second and fourth Wednesday. And you definitely want to make sure that you're at least 9 to 10 of the monthlies. And if for any reason you are out of that rhythm, reach out to me. Let me help you. All right. I love you so much, ladies. Until we meet again, be big, be bold, and most importantly, be you. Bye-bye.